Hello, I'm Bonnery.
I'm Brad Mower,
and this is IFXtra. So, how is everybody? We're just enjoying a long weekend because it's been the Queen's 70th Jubilee, the Platinum Jubilee. So, we're supposed to have 4 days off, but I work 2 days. And now we've got a weekend.
No, I was just... Everyone on Twitter has just been saying Platty Jews.
Oh, yeah, it's the Platty Jubes. So you came along, didn't you, to a Queen's Garden party at our residential home that I work in.
Yep.
It was very nice. And we had Elvis, because that's very British. We had Elvis coming. We asked the residents what they wanted, and that's what they wanted. They wanted Elvis. So Elvis came out of the building into the garden.
I did wonder, right, if because you couldn't get the Queen, you got the King.
Exactly.
I thought that was the joke.
That could be it there.
Okay.
That's good. So yeah, that was fun. But have you managed to do much this week?
Well, I mean, I'll work backwards in the week. So yeah, went to this thing on Thursday. There was food, there was a buffet and everything. There were cupcakes. Yes, those of you who have been around for a couple of years when we have the Interference birthday party stream may realise where this is going. Yeah, I had a cupcake. It was awesome. And then...
It was very patriotic. It was red, white and blue.
Yeah, all this icing and stuff on it. Yeah. Turns out it was a migraine cake. So
I think it was migraine icing.
Yeah,
it's the colours.
So I ended up sat around yesterday having a migraine all day, not really getting anything done. So, that kind of sucks, but feeling a lot better now. I think I'm over it because I had my craving to eat loads of stuff. So I had a Big Mac and a double quarter pounder at about 11 o'clock at night. Well, later than that, probably midnight last night. And now I feel all good. So yeah. Aside from that, I've got a few bits and pieces done. Working on the app stuff. Kind of trying to catch that up with the web version. So I haven't rolled out an update for it yet, but things that are done on that, things like adding in the additional filters for new game types, fixing a few small bugs, trying to speed up processing of notifications because I know that that's been causing some issues. And I'm currently working on adding in the new game modes into that. So hopefully that'll be done in the near future and we can roll that out and that'll be cool. I have also, on the subject of new game modes, so we've had this recall game mode where rather than doing description, drawing, blah, blah, blah. Someone draws something and then you see it for a minute and then it disappears and then you have to redraw it from memory, hence recall. Those are proving very popular, although for the moment, because they're only available on the website, basically just over half of players can't play them because most people play in the app. Sometimes they're progressing a little slowly because there isn't quite the player base to get them going. So we've just toned down the length of them slightly. So we've taken them down from 15 steps to 12 steps until that's done, and then I'll stick it back up and it'll be fine. I feel like they require a bit more capacity, almost mental capacity doing it. Like if you've got a prompt that's on screen all the time and you can draw it, I feel like these recall ones, because you're having to focus on memorizing it, I feel like people play fewer of them in like people don't binge them as much because
they're quite hard.
Yeah, it's harder work, like IRL games. But when we roll it out to the app, we'll probably turn that back up and it'll be all good. Probably some other bits and pieces that I don't remember as well. Some prep for Zeitgeist Season 13, which we'll talk about later. I have to do a bit of admin prep for that each season, so that's all done. But also, we have a new monthly challenge up. So Ferret's picked her 3 winners of the previous monthly challenge. And she's done a separate forum post about this in the news forum. If you go have a look at that, you'll see the winners in there. You can also, you'll see her explanation of everything in there, but you can also just get a quick link to the winners' pictures over on the community page. So yeah, new challenge. This month we're doing the right angles only challenge. So basically looking for stuff that ends up a bit like Minecraft, really. So, you're drawing lines. Don't just have to be horizontal and vertical, I realised. 90 degrees only, right angles only. Could be sort of diamond shapes, that's still 90 degrees, isn't it? doesn't even have to be a diamond. It could be like slightly rotate. Who knows? As long as your corners are all nice and sharp, that's what matters.
Okay.
So that's in the system now. So you'll be able to find that from the challenge section when you're joining a game. And we'll see how people get on with that, and then pick some winners at the end of the month.
Apparently, it was Mr. Toast's idea.
Oh, yes, good point. I should credit the Toast Monster with coming up with that idea. Ferret was asking for suggestions over on Discord in the monthly challenge drawings channel, and had a few interesting suggestions there, and she quite liked Toast Monster's one. So there we go. And I think that is everything that's happened this week.
Okay. Right, let's go and see who won this week's awards. Picture of the week this week goes to Picnic for Bubbles. I just love this picture. It really stood out among all the other pictures. I think it's the black background and the most beautifully coloured bubbles. They look so ethereal and delicate. I love it. Well done, Picnic.
My favourite description this week was Demonic Human-Sized Nutcracker by Erratic. Now this is a good one where when initially seeing the picture that wouldn't have crossed my mind at all, but seeing Nutcracker, yeah, I mean you can kind of see the gap in the mouth where you put the nut. Yeah, it's a perfect description. Nice work, Erratic.
Community pick of the week this week goes to Zimvivi for Excited Mole has painted his claws. Wow, that's an awesome job. I wonder if he went to the salon or if he did it himself. It looks really good. Well done, Zimvivi. That's funny. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there, as always.
Now going to see what we were talking about last week in the forums. So this week in the forums, we borrowed one of Josie's ideas, and she had said, give us a song that brings back memories to you. And the one that she said was Heaven by Bryan Adams. In high school dance, I really was hoping the guy I had a crush on would ask me to dance. Didn't happen though. It's happened to all of us, that I'm sure. And Vi said the poetic sonatina. I thought that said sonata. Sonatina, The Child in the Silent Morning by Richard Clayderman and Xiao Rong. Found this song after almost a decade after I first heard it on TV as a kid. It turns out that many others did. Now I love it I love to play it when it rains outside. Feels like being a kid again for a few minutes. That's nice, isn't it?
Nice.
And songs take you back to things like that. That's a nice one.
Okay.
I'll let you say that one.
Canabita saying, oh, well, if you'd primed me for this, I would have looked up how to say 20 in Spanish because I don't remember.
That's 20th of April, basically.
Yeah, 20th of April by Celtas Cortos. Well, my song talks about a group of friends that always used to hang out together, but as they grow older, they lose touch because of life. I remember being out with friends, singing to that song, wondering if it would happen to us, which it did.
Of course.
Brings happy, sad memories of a simpler time and childhood, teenage friends.
Aww.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? You know, when you're younger, things are easier, and then
yeah, you'll never lose touch with your best friend.
yeah, it's like, but life just happens,
and people move away, and all kinds of things happen.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, we saw one of my friends the other week who moved away to the US, but we still managed to keep in touch and see each other pretty regularly. But used to be we were hanging out
every 2 years, though, isn't that?
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, every 2 years or so. Used to be we'd see each other every week, but yeah, it's funny how things happen when you get older, isn't it? Happens to all of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, now it's time to see what's happening this week in the forums. Hello. Why don't you tell us what you're doing today? Oh, but there is just one rule. Do not use the letters I, F or X in your post. Have un.
If you'd like to join in with that, it's in the new Forum Games forum, and it's the pinned thread for the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list.
Cool. It's nice to have the forum games all together now, isn't it? Very cool.
Housekeeping.
Yeah.
Housekeeping.
Yeah. Okay, don't forget, tomorrow night is Zeitgeist Night. We're back with season 13.
Yes. So we
5 rounds, 5 different topics.
Yeah. It's
the same as usual.
It's confusing at the start of a season because I feel like I need to say different things. Yeah, if you haven't seen this before, almost every Sunday night we had last week off, but we're back for 12 weeks now, all being well. Every Sunday night at 7 p.m. UK over on twitch.tv/interference, we run Zeitgeist, the interference quiz of the week. It's a live interactive quiz stream where you play along against the rest of the audience, competing for points and places on the leaderboard. We've got 5 rounds, 5 questions each. Each round is based on one of the week's drawings from Interference. And Bunnery here picks 5 of her favourite drawings and uses them as inspiration for the rounds.
I do.
I haven't given an example for a while, so let's say if we had a drawing of a seagull, we might have a round on seabirds, seaside resorts, seas, things with wings, things that steal your chips. And no one except Bunnery knows what's coming up. We have to guess on the night. I don't know anything. I just show up and guess along with the rest of you. But go on, give us a little bit of a tease with the featured artist this week.
Okay, this week I've chosen awesome pictures by Mr. Cowbird, Howlin' Mad, Orty Rose, Picnic, and Akesh. And some of those are quiz players too, so
yeah,
hopefully they'll see their own pictures on the quiz.
Well, exactly. And one of the things that we say, just going off on a little tangent, on the quiz is, if you're drawing things in Interference, you never know. You might be one of the people who's chosen as a featured artist. And in fact, as you say, Mr. Cowbird, I think, came from Zeitgeist originally, started playing Interference.
Usually it's the other way around, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And so now one of their drawings in Interference is inspiring a round in the quiz. Cool. It's like all going full circle. I love it. Okay, so normally we'd say what happened last Sunday. There was no last Sunday. It was our sort of between season break.
That's right.
We were off hanging out with friends. It was nice having a Sunday night off. We did the pub quiz. It was great. So no results from last Sunday.
No.
But we also do Zeitgeist 20 on Thursdays. Yeah, like one topic and 20 questions on that. So what happened last time?
Last week, the title of the round was The One and Only. For example, what is the only ABBA song that mentions Glasgow? One of our favourites.
Yeah, I have had that stuck in my head ever since Thursday. Yeah.
And then we put the TV on last night and it was on.
Yeah, there was some sort of like greatest songs of the 80s.
Yeah,
and it was in like the top 5 or something.
Weird, isn't it?
So I've had it stuck in my head. Yeah.
So guess who won that?
Go on then.
That was Darth with 193, Toastmonster was second with 170, and Pusgar was third with 165. Okay. So it's quite a fun round.
Nice. Yeah. I think people enjoy it. I think everyone likes the things where it's one topic, you know, like seagulls or whatever. But sometimes the ones where you just come up with a topic that it can be different random things, sometimes that goes down quite well, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. So this week we're back to concentrating on one topic, so it's going to be about a month.
Months?
Yeah, we all know the months.
Do we though?
No, we do.
Okay. So months as in the time span.
Yeah, time span of months, yeah.
Okay, cool. Have you got an artist who's inspiring?
Yeah, we've got Aloha.
Okay.
Awesome picture.
Nice. All right. So if you'd like to join in with that, that'll be Thursday, 7 p.m. UK over on twitch.tv/interference.
Cool. So that's all the news for now. Just goes to say.
Yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved. You can play along on the web at playinterference.com or just search for Interference in your app store. Download the app for your phone or tablet. You can also get social with us. We're on Twitter at PlayIFX, on Facebook at PlayInterference, and patreon.com/interference. If you want to give us a bit of monthly support for the ongoing maintenance of the game, building the app, adding in new game modes, running the quiz, adding new stuff to that. We got all kinds of cool interactive things planned that we can build with your support. We really appreciate you. And patrons get supporter status in Interference, so you get things like the new game modes, Art Start, Recall, you get the fancy invite system, you get replays, all this kind of stuff. And if you're a quiz player, you also get a custom entrance shout out from Ava.
That's the best bit, I think. Okay, that's it for now, so we'll see you again next Saturday.
Yep, have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday. Bye.